The Nectar and Sainsbury's app last August, so we've got about 15 months of learnings. And for us, we were lucky, as Martin referred to earlier, we didn't have a hippo in the organisation chomping for us to have an iPad app. So for us, it was really important that when we looked at mobile, it was how do we want to make sure that this comes into our multi-channel approach. So for the Nectar app, it was more around understanding why people aren't using their coupons in the post. Are they embarrassed? Do they forget them? And how can mobile really leverage that so that people can get their Nectar offers in the palm of their hand? So that was the main reason why we did it, was to drive new offers to our collectors. The Sainsbury's app that we also built was to really make sure that it was around the local area, so people could find their local Sainsbury's and also find out the great deals that you can have in the Sainsbury's store. And most recently, we just launched the BP app in-house as well. So far, we've had 1 million downloads, but to us, it's not just about downloads. What's really important to us is to make sure that people are really positive, and over 70% of our users have given us a 7-star rating, a 5-star rating. And what's really important as well is that we've got high conversion rates. So if we compare our conversion rates on mobile versus email, they're about double the response rate than we get on email. So it's a really high converting channel for us. So people can go around the store, look up which Nectar offers they've got, see what's available, click to opt now, and then they can go to the till and then redeem that offer there and then. So it's a really good user journey for them. We've got 3 platforms, and the reason we've got all 3 platforms is when we did a customer survey, yes, the majority are on the Apple platform, but a lot of our collectors are also on Android and Symbian. So we didn't want to make sure that this was just ring-fenced to our Apple collectors. Our audience is 60-40 males, and our Nectar audience is predominantly female skewed. So for us, this is a really great way to be able to tap into the male audience. But also the age group is 18 to 44. In store, our user base is 35 to 44. Online, it's 25 to 44, but mobile's allowed us to tap into the 18 to 44 market. So that's something that we're really thinking about next year in terms of how we can make sure that we really grapple and give something really back to the 18 market, to the male users. We've got a committed in-house team, so we've got over 20 staff in-house building these apps for ourselves, Sainsbury's and BP, and we've recently just launched a e-commerce option. So on Nectar.com, there's over 500 retailers online, and they range from Amazon, eBay, Play, Debenhams, for example. And when you come to Nectar.com and you click to go to any of these retailers, we track that sale and then give Nectar points back to the user. So for us, when we're thinking about mobile, e-commerce was still a really key part of this. So when we launched e-commerce on your mobile, we wanted to make sure that this was, again, a really good user experience. So we analysed the 500 retailers that we've got, and we only launched with 60 retailers. And the reason being is that we didn't want users to come to the platform, and if their site wasn't optimised on mobile, we didn't want that user journey to fall down at the retailer end. So we've launched with 60. And if you go onto the app and go under collect, you can see the retailers that's available. And then when you click on that retailer logo, you can see how many points that's available and also find out more about that retailer, and then you're handed off to the site. And for us, it's really important that that tracking is also in place from an end-to-end point of view. And a lot of retailers, unfortunately, when they have launched their mobile platform, they haven't considered all the tracking that's in place for their affiliates, search, PPC. It doesn't seem to be front of mind. It's more around, let's get the mobile platform out there, and it hasn't been considered in terms of the wider e-commerce remit. So for us, it was to really make sure that we only worked with those retailers that had all of those considerations. So for us, our 7 key learnings, again, we were lucky. We wanted to make sure that with mobile that it aligned with our overall objectives. And for us, when we knew that we launched, everyone's going to be asking, how is it doing? How is it performing? What are the metrics? So for us, before we launched, we understood what are those metrics that we do want to measure, so that when people are asking, that we can then give them the answers. we wanted to analyse our audience and understand how they're using the app. So for us, when we looked at how they were using it, it was all about the offers. They don't really care about information on Nectar, how to redeem their points, where their local store is. For us, it was all about getting them the right offers at the right time in the right place. And the mobile app really does that. They're in store, they can find out their offers, they opt in, and then they go and make that purchase, and it's back-ended, and then they get their points. So for us, how do we want them to use it? For us, it wasn't just about how many millions of downloads we can get. It's not important for us to get up to 10 million downloads if only 1 million are using it. We really want to make sure that the conversion is high on our offers, that they're relevant, and people are engaged, and also that they give us a positive rating, and they're really happy with our brand. User experience is essential, so we're not replicating our desktop to mobile. We really want to make sure, again, that with the retailers that we work with are the right retailers for our users, and making sure that the user journey is great from an end-to-end perspective. Once it's live, and we have come a cropper on this one. So unfortunately, we did go live on the first version with one of the retailers that didn't want to actually feature in the mobile app. So we had a lot of calls to our call centre, and we had to pull it. And essentially, you can't do that on mobile. As soon as it's live, and you can't just go in like an online site and amend the details. You've got to wait to the next platform. So for us, it was a really important lesson that we have to QC our QC once it's live.